Hi, this is Bill. So on this demo, I'll be showing you a secured API where you need to pass token and credentials to make sure to allow you to give or to have access to an API which you are consuming. So from our previous demo, we didn't put any authorization at all or authentication, right? As you can see here. So I was testing earlier. This is currently unauthorized, right? So as we send it, right, it will not give you any authorization, right, to be able to get the people, right? And it's the same here as you add another person, right? So let's probably add another one. So it should basically respond the same, right? Because it is now configured, right, to basically requesting for credentials. So now it is 401 unauthorized, right? So here, basically, we added an authorization, right? So using an authentication type of bearer token. So this is how we designed it. So previously, I was saying we could get access depending on the architecture of security, right? So we have different architectures, right? You have bearer token, basic authentication, OAuth, and so on, right? So you need to understand um, there's no one size that fits all, right? On how it is basically designed, right? So on this example, we have the token. So let's do a get. So as you can see, successfully that we managed to authorize using the token, right? And with the people, we just you need to do the URL, but of course, with the person, right, you need to add authorization. So let's do that. Let's put a bearer token, and let's copy the. I think the token is already here, so let's do that and make sure we have the correct body, right? So let's do a send, right? And successfully we managed to create something of the API. So what we did so far is we have configured identity server. So upon configuring this server, as you can see here, this is the URL of the identity server, and this is the URL of the API, right? So upon getting the token, right, I need to like get the configuration first, right? So this is the token endpoint. So all I have to do basically is put this configurations in, the grant type, right? So the scope and so on. So basically this parameters, right? So you will need to configure it, right? If you are the admin of that application, you need to know this information, how the security architecture of the API is basically configured, right? Now, if we will go back to the code, right? Sorry, before going to the code, I managed to get a token after sending this command and providing these parameters. As you can see, it is using this form on URL encoded, right? Now let's move forward to the code, right? So it is on at the moment running state. So if you look on the right, we have this identity server now, right? So right now it's all in memory, right? So I pre-configured and the allowed scope, right, to be accessed. Right now, there's only one API. So this is the name and the description. And we needed to put client ID and client secret. So behind the scenes, this is how we managed to configure it. So this the grant type is client credentials. Right now, we need to configure the API itself. So we are on the identity side. This is the server which is securing the API. Now, if you go to the program.cs, so I'll put some details as well. So it's pointing to this identity server, right? I have configured this um, points or parameters, right? And I also made sure that it is running an authentication and authorization. Now, if I go to the controller, right, I also added this code here to authorize. So basically, you can authorize in the class level, right? Or you can also authorize only in the action level. So right now I put in the parent. So all of the actions will need authentication and authorization, right? So this is very high level. We could be more granular if we want to, right? But I'm giving you a feel, right, on how to secure an API next time you encounter that you need to basically access or consume an endpoint, right? It could be any architecture, it could be RESTful or SOAP, and so on. The concepts and the principle are the same. But I hope I managed to give you some understanding, right? To remove that roadblock, right? As you build integrations with multiple applications, right? And you could use this knowledge, right? And remove that hurdle and be able to build and do the necessary outcomes which is expected from you. So if you have additional questions, uh, just put a comment, right? And I'll respond and happy to help you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and follow for more in my channel. Thank you.